Good morning, everyone. My name's Katie, if we have yet to meet. Thank you for joining me this morning. So, if you do not have a mat, don't feel like you need a mat. You can practice right on the floor. I hardly ever use a mat when I am practicing at home. I'm just doing it for video purposes. Your choice of beverage, it's early, so I have my coffee. Feel free to practice with water or coffee or tea or whatever it is that you're liking. If you have blocks, that's fantastic. If you don't have blocks, you could always use books. So I have two books here, relatively thick in size. I probably won't put them on their sides, but if I find that I want to use them on their flattest surface, it's just to bring the earth to me. You could take a cushion or a pillow from the couch for your seat, if that is also something that you'd like. But we're going to start today in a nice, comfortable seat. So take that flesh away from your sits bones. Ground down, feel yourself rooted to the earth below. Now lengthen your crown so you're sitting up nice and tall and feel your eyes gently close. Allow those shoulders to roll down and away from the ears. And just begin to settle in here. Hands are on your knees. Palms can be down or up. Whatever it is of your liking. And just begin to feel your breath flowing through the body. Feeling your body slow down. Feeling the breath start to slow. And noticing how the heart rate follows along as well. Begin to connect to your physical self here. Notice any physical tension that's happening in the body. Maybe it's in your shoulders, your third eye, your jaw. Could be in your hips or down to the tips of your toes. Just acknowledge this tension. Notice it's there. And give it permission to release. I'm not going to tell you to let go right here, right now, because sometimes we're told to let go. We hold on a bit tighter. So I just want you to notice it's there. And once again, give it permission to release. Notice how your grasp on that tension softens. Doesn't let go, but just softens. And now working our way up to the mind. Notice any chatter that's happening up here. A lot of us have a lot of anxiety with the outside world right now. We're being stuck inside. But use this time to work on our personal practice, to work on our meditative practice, on clearing the mind, and allowing to stay in the present, to stop worrying about what has happened, and stop worrying about what's to come. I want you to take your imaginary broom, and begin to sweep the space in your mind side to side. Keep sweeping. Clearing out that chatter, clearing out that clutter, seeing it be swept away, so that you're left with a blank space, blank floors, blank walls, blank ceiling. The only thing left in this room is you and your mat, you and your practice. Everything else swept aside. Feel the calmness in this room. Feel the comfort in this room. Feel the security in this room. And now let's start to draw attention to our breath. Notice your natural inhales and your natural exhales. Notice the rate and rhythm of them. And you could stay with your natural breath. Feeling your inhales get deeper and your exhales get longer. Or you could begin to practice your Dirga breath, your 3-part belly breath. On your inhale, breathe in through the nose, but allow that breath to flow into the belly, move up through the ribs, and land in the chest. On your exhale, releasing from the chest, lower through the ribs, and then finally the belly. deep, full breaths here. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly and your chest. And now I want you to also draw more awareness to your breath. So staying here with your Dirga breath, or laying on top of your Ujjayi breath, having that slight constriction in the back of your throat, forming your ocean breath. It's an audible sound like you're fogging the mirror with your mouth closed. And as you're breathing deeply, I say notice your belly, your ribs, and your chest. But here I also want you to bring attention to your lower back, your mid back, and your upper back. I want you to feel your entire torso expand, getting larger with each inhale, and then releasing on the exhale. We're often told, or we often feel like we need to make ourselves smaller in this world. We shrink down. We retract from our true self. But here, in the comfort of your mind, in the comfort of your home, I want you to practice expanding to your largest self. So each inhale, I want you to feel your body getting larger. Feel your energy shining. Feeling that energy force around us, maybe shining brighter or getting larger in size. We need healers right now. So let your energy grow. Let that healing force get bigger and bigger with each breath. Notice any sensations or vibrations that you may be feeling right now. Love it all. Take it all in. On your next inhale, sit up a little bit taller. Feeling space grow between each vertebrae. On your exhale, release your chin towards your chest. So your head's going to fall forward, but we don't force it forward. We just let it fall, letting gravity take it. Shoulders drop down and away. Feel the lengthening in the back of your neck, the upper back, in through the scalp. Letting your jaw be soft, your lips fall forward. Slowly starting some half neck circles, so begin to roll one ear to one shoulder. Chin will come through chest, other ear to other shoulder. And just starting to roll side to side. There's no rush here. It's just you, your movement, your breath. Noticing any tight areas that need some extra love. You can always pause and give it a couple of breaths before you move on. Or maybe your body just loves the move. Honoring yourself, honoring your body, honoring your practice. The next time that your right ear is over to your right shoulder, pause. Drop that right shoulder down so we have space between the shoulder and the ear. Feeling the lengthening in the left side of the neck. Option to stay here. Second option is to walk the left fingers out to the side. Third option, right hand comes to the head, fingertips towards the ear. So now we never press down on the head, but this light touch adds the slightest amount of pressure to deepen a stretch. And just remind yourself that everything I offer are suggestions. You move in whatever way that your body wants you to move. Inhale, bring the hands back to the left. Exhale, roll your chin through chest. Left ear comes to the left shoulder. Drop that left shoulder down so you can breathe into the right side of your neck. Right fingers could stay on the lap, or they could walk out to the side. Left fingers could stay on the lap, or they could be placed on the head, wrapping around fingertips towards the ear. Inhale the hands back to the left. Exhale, roll your chin through chest. And slowly pick your head up to center. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Connecting at the palms, lower your hands down to the heart. Press your thumbs in towards heart center with a gentle bow to your head here. I want you to set an intention for yourself. I want you to set an intention for your practice or the time ahead. Breathe into that intention and set it in place within your heart here. Maybe once it settles in, you feel your heart glow a little. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down by your side. Inhale, lengthen through that lengthen through the left arm side instead. Let's reach over, getting a side body stretch, keeping that shoulder away from the ear. And now feel that stretch starting at the hip, come through the side body all the way out of the fingertips. Gaze can be wherever is comfortable. And you could stay here. If you like to work with your breath, you could inhale slightly up and exhale down. Inhale, float both hands up. Exhale the opposite hand down. Lengthening through that arm, inhale. Exhale, let's start to lean, so keeping that shoulder down and away from the ear. And you may notice a difference from side to side. Honor the differences in your body. Inhale, float the hands up. Let's start to take a twist. So right hand comes to the outside of that left leg. Left fingers come behind the tail. Inhale, lengthen through your crown to start. Get a little bit taller. On the exhale, turn the torso first, gaze follow. Staying long through that crown the entire time, breathing into the twist in your spine. Finding your breath. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Come through center. On the exhale, let's release to the other side. So left hand to the outside of that right knee, right fingers behind the tail. Lengthen through that crown first, and then twist the torso, gaze follows. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, you can float your way forward and make yourself into a tabletop. So I'll turn myself to the side. Shoulders right on top of those wrists, hips upon the knees, neutral spine to begin. Flowing through a couple of cow and cats here. So on your inhale, let that belly fall. Heart and tail start to lift. Shoulders roll down. Gaze stays soft. Exhale, round your spine, tuck the hips, turn the gaze. Inhale, belly down, find your cow. Exhale, curve your spine, take a cat. So close your eyes here and continue through your cow and your cat. But I want you to really connect to that physical self once again. So if there's any other movement that your body's calling for, outside of the cow and the calf. Listen to it. So we're closing our eyes to shut off judgment for ourselves, shut off judgment for others. Once again, we're in the comfort of our home. And just let your body move. Get that deep connection within. Just a couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, come back to a table, so a flat back. Extend the right toes back, but keep them connected to the floor and curl them under. Inhale here. Exhale, press into your heels, so you're sending your weight back, getting a good calf stretch. Breathing into it, feel the lengthening. Rocking yourself forward, bring those shoulders back on top of the wrists. Now, you could keep your right toes here and extend the left fingers down in front, connected to the earth, option 1. Option 2 is to lift the right toes up, left fingers out. Feeling your core engage here, so we don't want to let our belly fall. We want to stay nice and strong through our core. Inhale. Exhale. So you can stay here. You can start to draw elbow to knee on your inhale, rounding the spine and crunching. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale, bend and knee. Exhale, out. Once more, inhale. Exhale, out. Keep those right toes lifted. Drop the left hand down. So now turn your left toes slightly behind you. And now you could stay here. Or you could start to peel the right fingers up to the sky. You could always drop the right toes down as a modification as well. Taking any other variation of this pose that might be calling you. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those right toes lifted, but come back to center. Draw that right knee into chest and plant the right foot down in between your hands. Right knee stacks upon that right ankle. Inhale, lengthen through the crown. If you have those blocks or those books and you want to bring the floor to you, you could do that as well. Lengthen through your crown. Inhale. Exhale, float the arms up. Low lunge. Shoulders are down, hips are square. So we're not just sinking in here. We want to keep the core engaged. We want to keep the glutes engaged. And just feel the stretch in that left hip flexor. Inhale. Exhale, framing your front foot, bring those hands down. Send the right foot all the way back. Drop the right knee down. Curl your toes, lift the hips. Take a down dog, your first one. So pedal out your feet here, bend one knee and then the other. And now drop both knees down. Let's find ourselves back into that table. So shoulders stacked right upon those wrists. This time, send the left toes back. Curl the toes under, inhale. Exhale, press into your heel. Feeling the beautiful lengthening in the back of that left leg. Start to rock yourself forward. Shoulders on top of the wrist. So again, you can keep your toes down, right fingers come out. Or you can lift the left toes up, right fingers come out. So opposite hand, opposite foot. Try not to let your belly fall here. Core is drawn in, nice and strong. Inhaling and exhaling, just holding here. Adding movement if that's in your practice. Inhale, elbow, knee, bend to knee. Exhale, out. Inhale, bend and knee. Exhale, out. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those left toes lifted. Drop the right hand down. Turn your right toes a little bit behind you. Staying here. You can lift the left fingers up. Feeling that side body engaged. Inhale. Keeping the left toes lifted, start to come back down. Left hand plants, right toes turn back behind. Draw that left knee into chest and plant the left foot down. So left knee stacks upon that ankle using blocks or books if you would like. Lengthen through your crown. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Shoulders are down, heart is open. Breathing into your right hip flexor here. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Moving any props that you need to out of the way. Send your left toes back. Drop the knee. Curl your toes. Lift the hips. Down dog. So walk out your legs some more here. Spread those fingers wide. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, rock yourself forward, come into a high plank. So shoulders are stacked right upon the wrists, making any adjustments you may need. Drop your knees, releasing to the tops of your feet. Hug the elbows by your side as you lower all the way down. Elbows squeeze in, shoulders roll down. On your inhale, peel that chest up ever so slightly, baby cobra. Keep the gaze down the bridge of your nose. Exhale down. Inhale, baby cobra. So in your baby cobra, you're in a place where if you were to pick your hands up, you would stay because that back body's engaged. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale through a table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Knees up or down here as you hug the elbows by your side, lower all the way. Releasing to the tops of your feet. Hands are by the upper ribs, elbows squeeze in, shoulders drop down. So you can come into that baby cobra again, or if your back is ready, you can press into those palms. Lift the chest up, shoulders are down, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Inhale through table. Exhale, down dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hand. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So in your fold, you can keep a bend to your knee here. Don't feel like you need flat, straight legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Start to roll yourself all the way up. Sweep the hands with it. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Take a few breaths here. Feel yourself grounded. Feel your heart rate slowing back down. Feel your breath slowing back down. Feel yourself lengthening through your crown as you're standing here strong. Inhale, sweep wide. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, feet go back. Find your plank. So, options here, knees up or down. If your knees are up, you roll onto your tiptoes. You can lower all the way or halfway for a chaturanga. On your inhale, baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. In an up dog, everything's off the ground, put the palms on the tops of your feet, no sinking into those shoulders, pressing throughout. Curl your toes, down dog. Inhale the left toes to the sky. So a three-legged down dog here. Rock forward, bring your knee in towards your chest. Coming back, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, rock forward, knee to chest. Inhale back. This time look in between your hands and plant your left foot down. You could always drop your back knee to get it there. Drop your right heel. Right toes turn into a 45 degree. Inhale, lengthen. Again, if you need those blocks, feel free to use them. Exhale, pinwheel. The right hand behind, the left hand is out front. So you're in a warrior two. Front heel, generally in line with your back arch. Left knee stays open towards your pinky toe. Core is nice and strong. Arms are long. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down your spine. Flip both palms to the sky. Inhale, sweep the hands up and straighten your front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Once more. Warrior two. Look over your front fingers. Flip that left palm. Left fingers lift, right hand drops back. So that energy is flowing through the left toes, through the side body, shining out of those fingertips. Right hand is gently placed on that back leg or wrapping around the back of your waist for your front pocket. Now, bring awareness to your left knee. A lot of times as we come into our reverse warrior, our knee falls in. Keep that knee open to your pinky toe. Gaze wherever is comfortable. Inhale, warrior two. Bend your left elbow. Hinge forward, left elbow to left thigh. Right fingers are up to the sky. So we don't want to sink into that shoulder. We're pressing throughout. We're nice and long, finding space. Staying here for a few breaths. So if there's any other variation of your side angle that you're looking to take, feel free to take it. Some options that we have are staying here, making some arm circles. You could release the left hand down to a block or to the floor. If you're playing with your half bind, which could be done with your hand to the floor or to your knee, bending your right elbow, hand comes behind the back, keeping that shoulder open. Full bind, left hand sweeps under the thigh to grab your hands together, and then lifting that chest up to turn your gaze. So finding whatever works best for you in your practice today. Remember never to strain your neck. Finding one more breath wherever you are. And on your next inhale, begin to release out of it so you can find your way all the way up to your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, pinwheel those hands up and around, popping up onto your back toes. Left foot goes back to meet the right and lower through a vinyasa. Drop your knees, releasing to the tops of your feet. Hips go back to the heels, forehead to the floor. Take a few breaths here in your child's pose. Releasing any chatter that may have come back. It's okay, we're human, our mind does wander. But return back to your breath, feeling that heart rate start to slow. Slowly start to lift your weight back up into your table. Curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale the right toes to the sky, three-legged down dog. So remind yourself, we're not opening up to the side of the room. Hips are square. Your foot may come down a little bit. Rock forward, knee in towards your chest. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale. This time look in between your hands and plant that right foot down. Drop that back heel. Left toes turn in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left hand behind. Right hand is out front. Find your warrior two on this side. So once again, right heel in line with your back arch. Knee stays open towards your pinky toe. Arms are long. Inhale, shrug those shoulders up. Exhale, releasing down. Flip both palms. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, sweep up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, warrior two. Once more. Flip your front palm. Right fingers will lift, left fingers will drop. Gaze wherever is comfortable. Checking on that right knee. Did it fall in? Open it up. Taking the left hand to the back leg gently around the back of your waist. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Bend your right elbow, hinge forward, right elbow to right thigh, left fingers are up top. Right hand is active like you're serving someone a plate of food. So now check yourself. Are you sinking into your shoulder? Press up and out so that we have space between our shoulder and our ear. Staying here, you can find any other variation. So again, you could stay here, arm circles. Right hand could release down, keeping that heart open. So if you find that you want to reach down but your heart is closed, that's just nothing. It's great to challenge yourself. It's never good to strain yourself. So we always want to keep beautiful joint alignment, keeping our heart nice and open to all that is. If you're playing with that half bind, bending that left elbow, palm facing out. Full bind, right hand sweeps throughout, and then begin to lift the chest. One more inhale wherever you are. Exhale. Slowly begin to lift yourself back to your warrior two. Big inhale. Exhale, pinwheel popping up onto your left toes. Right foot goes back to meet the left. And find your way through one final vinyasa. Drop your knees, release into the tops of your feet. Hips go back to the heels. Take your final child's pose. So take this however it is that you'd like. If you want to keep your knees together, that stretches more through your spine. If you separate your knees, you're going to get more of a hip opener. Arms are going to be out in front, bent at the elbow to prayer hands behind the head. You could wrap the arms around your sides so you round forward. Just bringing yourself back down here. Allow your breath to slow once more. Returning yourself to here and now, in this space and time, just you and your practice. So slowly start to lift your torso up. You're sitting back upon your heels. Send your weight to one side and sweep the legs around out front. Scoot yourself to the center of your mat. Knees are bent, feet are planted, and slowly start to lower yourself down. Draw that right knee into chest. And just start to make some knee circles here, circling in one direction. Reverse direction of those circles. Take that right foot and cross it on top of the left knee, make a figure 4. So you could stay here and take your right hand pressed against that thigh, not the knee, but the thigh. Shoulders stay down. Staying here, you could pick the left foot off of the ground, drawing your knees in towards your heart. This is a reclined pigeon. So if you're ever in a practice and they're practicing a regular pigeon, but it's just not something that you're doing that day or doesn't feel right, you can always come onto your back and take this variation. Dropping your left foot down. Now take your index finger and your middle finger along with your thumb and take it around your right great toe. So this is a yogi toe grip. Now draw your right knee towards your shoulder. It's a half happy baby. So just notice the way that you're really getting on that inner thigh, on the back of your hamstring. Just for a breath, inhale. Exhale, guide that right foot down. Now bring the left knee into chest, start to make those circles in one direction. Switch directions. Cross that left foot on top of the right knee, make that figure 4. Once again, staying here, holding that thigh open, or draw the right foot off of the ground so you can draw your knees in. Keeping those shoulders rolling down to the earth. Just really stretching through those outer hips. Lower your right foot down. Now take your left hand to that middle finger, index finger around the great toe. And now draw the left knee in towards your shoulder. Foot stays towards the sky. Half happy baby. Lower that left foot down. So draw both knees into chest. We're just going to take a quick twist. Give yourself a little rock. Arms float out to a T. Inhale. Bring the knees in line with the hips. Let the knees fall to the right. Gaze can be up or over the left. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, drop them to the left. Gaze maybe turns over the right. Come up through center. Keeping the knees bent, plant both feet. Palms come down by your side. Keep your gaze lifted to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, press into your heels, lift the hips up, find your bridge. So you could stay here. You could interlace the fingers behind your back, walking one shoulder under and then the other. Your hips may lift up a little bit higher. You can notice your rise and fall of your belly here, so really appreciate your belly breath. Another option. It's early, so it may not be for you, but if your spine is a little bit more flexible, you could grab onto your ankles. This also is if you have a good stretch through your front body. Just options. Releasing your hands wherever they are. Roll onto your tiptoes and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Once your lower back meets the floor, just extend your legs up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. Draw your knees in, gently rocking side to side. Closing your eyes, inhale. Exhale, walk one leg out. And then the other, getting yourself ready for Shavasana. Walking the arm out. And then the other. Eyes are closed here. I'll turn on some music. And take a couple of inhales through the nose and exhales through the mouth. Take 2 more just like that. Feel the way that your body is slowing down. And just begin to enjoy these final moments of stillness. Deepening your breath, coming back to the present. Wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Maybe a gentle rock of your head from side to side as you awaken back up. And then slowly, like you're rolling over in bed, begin to make your way to your right side, using one arm as a pillow and placing the other hand over your heart, pausing here. Whenever you find yourself drifting away, losing touch with yourself, jumping from the present moment to some far-off point in the future, get back in your body. Instinctively, when we become afraid or find ourselves in a painful situation, we may leave our bodies temporarily. We may shut down, move our consciousness out, abandon, or ignore ourselves. Sometimes it's natural to go numb, to just go through the motions until things calm down. It's easier than feeling, but shutting down our bodies and emotions, disappearing, as a way of life won't get us where we're going, to the heart. Living with an open heart means we stay present for ourselves and feel as much as we can, as much as we need to. We feel the feelings that come our way. You are safe now. You know how to own your own power. You know how to lovingly care and nurture yourself. You know how to trust God and the universe to help you. You know you can trust yourself. You are safe now, safe enough to feel. Deliberately, consciously, get back in your body. Feel your feet, head, arms, legs. Feel your heart. Listen to it beat. Rub your shoulders and massage your feet. You're powerful now and powerfully connected to yourself. Get back in your body and come back to life. Begin to come to your last seated position. And once you find yourself there, take your hands back to heart center with a gentle bow to your head. Say something nice to yourself here. Thank yourself for taking time for yourself to continue your personal practice, to deepen your personal practice. Tell yourself a compliment that you've been searching for. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Connecting at the palms, lower your hands down to the heart. Praying to always love compassionately. Bring our thumbs to our lips. Praying to always speak truthfully. Finishing off with our thumbs to the third eye. Praying to always see clearly. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining on this virtual practice. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday, and